Hey guys, I hope everyone's doing well during this pandemic. I hope everyone's enjoying their day so far. So I'm just gonna dive right into it. I'm gonna basically explain why Videoli is so crucial to the e-commerce market, particularly with two customer segments. One being the CEO of a small cosmetic store, and the second being e-commerce manager of a mid-sized tools and construction company. So before I start explaining the details about each customer segment, I actually want to start off the video with this blog you guys posted up. This is going to be the foundations of why Videoly is such a big influencer in the e-commerce market. And we're going to start off with what was the most successful videos of 2020 and exactly how they changed the consumer dynamics and why they were so successful on the e-commerce market. So just to start off with a fact, basically 73% more visitors who watch videos will make a purchase as reported by HubSpot in July 2020. So basically 73% of consumers that actually visit websites are most likely to purchase a product when there's a video. So obviously, you guys had a lot more success when it came to last year, just because video views and whatnot definitely skyrocketed with you guys. More people were staying at home, right? Other factors as well, but the e-commerce industry grew a lot, right? With what happened, right? And you guys are basically the fundamentals of that success. That success when it comes to videos on the e-commerce market. So just want to go over which videos were the most popular, and I just want to actually show the Dyson video because I believe that's the most uh, engaging one, and that drives the product the most up, right? So let me show it right now. So I'm not gonna show all of it just because for time's sake, but you basically get the idea. You basically get why that video was so popular because it really shows that relation between the product and what consumers can do with it. And it drives that kind of thinking in the consumer mind where they can see so many things that they can do with the product and they can see themselves using the product, right? It essentially brings a life to the product. Now, but there's a bunch of other videos too. But basically, the idea is the whole point of Videoli for businesses is to drive that growth of the product. And Videoli does that basically with these five pillars. These are going to be the foundations of why customers are going to want video as their platform on their website, just because of these things. The reason why is because if a video is not on the website or not on the product page, you're missing on these key five categories. This drives that attention towards the consumer and the product. Now, the number one being reviews, right? The average time spent on videos just from reviews are 2 minutes, 2 whole minutes that a consumer is spending their time on your website. That definitely drives engagement between the product and keeps them on the website. It doesn't direct them to anywhere else, right? For the most part, if there's no videos on a product page, consumers are mostly going to find a video somewhere else and that'll drive their attention to other products. And they might even forget about buying your product on the website. So, what is it that makes consumers stay on the website? What videos are the right videos? It all comes down to credibility. The videos that are the most credible basically gets the consumer's trust, right? So generated videos that are not biased and that are the right videos are the ones that will actually drive your business in the e-commerce market. And Video Lee strives to do that, strives to find the right videos and drive that kind of engagement, right? So finally, going back to the verticals, the basically the industries that grew the most last year, based on the e-commerce side. Um, Number one and two being sports and electronics, right? Obviously, this speaks for itself. Videos that drive these two products show everything. Where you can when you go to an actual retail store and you see electronics, you see a video game, you're not actually seeing how it works, right? videos itself on websites will show you how it works, right? And obviously, videos make a big impact to these two industries. And the two industries I'm going to talk about, which is number 3 and number 4 on the list, are tools and construction and cosmetics. So the idea behind Videoly is to basically replicate the in-store experience online. And me being an in-store sales agent myself, I drive that experience every day between consumers, between the product, and I make sure that they're engaged with the product. That makes a huge difference when consumers need to decide the buying factor with the product. And I'm here to basically transition that experience towards Videoly and how it can show that growth towards the cosmetic industry and towards the tools and construction industry as well.
I'm just gonna quickly brush up on my cold calling skills, just because I know this is an AE position, but there is some prospecting involved. So when dealing with a CEO or e-commerce manager, they are very busy prospects. So you want to respect their time and you be honest and to the point. You don't want to spend any time explaining the details of the products unless you get a meeting first. And the objective of the cold call is to get your prospect to make time in their agenda for you. Because when you call them, there's gonna be three things on their mind. They're gonna be wonder who you are. They're going to wonder why you're calling, and they're also going to wonder when you're going to go away. So you have to be intentional with your call, and you have to chaperone them towards a meeting, right? And in order to do that, what I like to do is find out what their value propositions are and what their industry is. And we already know that the CEO is in the cosmetic industry, and the e-commerce manager manages tools and construction products, right? So what I'd like to start off with is, hi, this is Shair from Videoly. I know you didn't expect me to call you this afternoon. Do you mind if I take 1 minute to tell you why I'm calling, and you can let me know if this makes sense for us? So this kind of gives them the decision to continue to call or not, and it also respects their time. And after that, let's say hopefully they proceed with the call. I would start introducing a slight problem, not too much to basically make them think, but to kind of understand where I'm going with the call. And how I would do it is, typically retailers and brands tell me that they are frustrated with their e-commerce sales. We kick in when customers start losing their engagement. And then you have that awkward pause, and hopefully they start either thinking about it and reply back. And if they don't reply, you just end the call off with, would you be open to speaking with me when I'm not cold calling you out the blue? And that's pretty much it for a simple cold call. Obviously, there's more to it, but what I like to do is get straight to the point and be honest with them and tell them why I'm calling.
So one thing I do want to emphasize before we actually talk about our product towards our clientele is actually discovering our clientele. What I mean by that is finding the real problem behind their objection. So essentially what that means is when we get the chance to book a meeting and we're talking about the introduction to the meeting, we want to exactly be on the same level as our clientele. We want to make sure that they understand that we understand their problem, right? And they can actually relate their problem to us and show them that we are a solution to their problem. And in order to do that, we really have to find out the trigger points in what their problem is and what our product can do in terms of the rate of return for their business. So for example, a cosmetic store, right? If they're a small cosmetic store, there might be potentially just starting to go on the e-commerce platform. They might just want to find out on what the best way to do it or how to exactly go around it. They might even not even have an e-commerce platform, right? And one of the main things that they might be missing, if they have an e-commerce platform, is how to replicate that in-store engagement online, right? So we have to try to basically ask questions to expose the problem so we know what we're dealing with. And Nora does that in one of her video conferences. She does that really well. Basically, she states a fact from Cisco stating that by 2020, 80% of internet traffic are going to be video, right? And then she asks the question, why isn't video content the norm? The problem is the production factor in creating videos. It's very complicated in creating videos, and it's actually more complicated than what you would think, right? There's a lot of cost, and then when you have a lot of products, there's a lot of time involved, right? So that's something that an e-commerce manager might be going through as a problem, right? If they already have an e-commerce platform and they want to add videos to their platform, they might already have too many products to spend the time to add those videos, right? So when you ask these questions, you start exposing those problems, and then During the discovery call, we got to understand our customers. We got to understand how we can find the best fit for their problems, right? And that's one thing that will bring up our clientele base in the North American market, is making sure our clientels trust us and making sure our clientels understand us, right? And once they understand us, we can actually turn over to our demo and book a meeting for our demo and show them the magic behind Videoly. Okay, now we got to the exciting part. This part is where we show the demo and we show the life of Videoly and how it brings life to products. So going back to our blog, 73% of more users make purchase decisions when watching videos. So basically, we have our CEO of a small cosmetic store, and let's just start off with Videoly can actually go through thousands of products and find videos for their products. So like I said earlier, Videoly, we don't produce the videos, we find the user-generated videos. So I'm just going to steal Nora's presentation right here. So we have manufactured videos, we look out for professional videos, and we look out for user-generated videos as well. So like what I produced at like my own YouTube channel or whatnot, right? And we try to find the most credible ones and post them back onto your website platform, right? And gives the life a little more, gives the product a little more life. So just to really relate back to a cosmetic product, we're going back to our blog. This is one of the videos that was the most popular last year, and I just want to show exactly a small little clip showing the details of the product. Yeah, so that small technique that she did, that brings more life than any picture can bring onto your e-commerce platform, right? Just having a video that shows that goes a long, long way, right? Showing the benefits of the product and showing more than a picture can show, because it's like a review, right? And it shows you on how to video and how to use the products, right? So it actually gives the customer a sense of mind of how to use the product in action. Now, let's say we're going back to the most credible videos, right? Trying to find the most credible and relevant video content, right? Now, I'm just going to give an example of one of our clients right here. So this is basically how the video gets embedded. And when it comes to credibility, let's say if you have a product, right, and a known product, Videoly will find the known videos for that product, and they make it very, very clear to embed, right? As you can see, this is a Samsung's own video, right, that we find and we implement onto your own e-commerce platform. What I like about this interface is it makes it very clear. You can go through the other videos as well very easily, and it keeps you also active on the current website, right? So again, like another comparison video, right? All these videos show more than just the product. These videos at the end are here to complement your pictures already on your website, right? So that pretty much gives you an idea why a cosmetic store will want to sign up for Videoly, because all the things I've discussed, it meets the consumer's expectations that you'll get in store, and it replicates that consumer experience. Now, going to an e-commerce manager, they might already have their video content, they might already have something going on for the e-commerce platform, but what I like about Videoly is there's just a one-click button that makes it so easy to integrate. I believe Nora actually has it in one of her conferences here. Yeah, a 5-minute integration and video starts to appear, right? That makes it super easy to go through all your products you already have on your e-commerce platform. And being an e-commerce manager for a mid-sized tools and construction store, you already have quite a few products, right? You need something that's easy to integrate, and Videoly does that, right? On top of that, it keeps the video content up to date. When it comes to mid-sized tools, right, it works a little differently from cosmetic products. The tools and whatnot, they can change every year to do different things, to basically do better than what they did last year. And if you have an outdated video showing a product from last year, it's not going to give you any benefit, right? Videoly makes sure the content is up to date, right? And it shows examples of how products works as well. So another video that was really popular was assembling, I think it was a greenhouse. So it shows videos like this. It shows you a rough idea of how exactly to basically assemble a product, and that goes a long way in the tools industry, right? So I'm just gonna skip through this. Another thing I like about Videoly is that it doesn't give a whole 5-minute video on your e-commerce platform. It gives you a short video um, where you can show how the details of the products are in use. Okay, so there we go. We're gonna stop there. And yeah, that's basically the gist of it, right? The main thing is replicating the store experience and the credibility of the videos, just like the Dyson video I showed earlier. That's what drives the consumer engagement, and that's what closes um, that attention span on the e-commerce platform, because these are the kind of things that will keep your customers on your website. And just like I showed earlier, the kind of like the video reel, right? No matter how many videos we post up, you're still on the website, you're still going through everything. You don't have to go anywhere else. You're not distracted by going through YouTube and then finding other things to do. You are stuck on you're not stuck on the website, but you're staying on the website and you're focused on the product, right? And that goes a very long way in the e-commerce industry. One final note I want to just end the video off with is Videoly for brands. So a common question that I believe that both consumer groups would ask is, where do you find your videos, right? That's going to be a common theme that's going to be brought up in a lot of objection handling. And I believe Videoly for brands is an easy solution to handle that objective. Just because there's a lot of brands out there where their production quality is high, but the distribution skills is low, and that's where we kick in. When you have stores that are looking for good quality videos, right? We have Videoly for brands that actually get those quality videos from the brand itself, and we act as a liaison between the brand videos and the retailers. So that's a very strong software that we have to meet our clientele needs when it comes to certain brands for certain products, right? And we work with both the actual retailers and the brands to direct these brand videos to the right product page. And again, this also feeds back to the credibility as well of the videos. We try to find the right videos and make sure it's the right right product on your e-commerce platform. And that pretty much kind of ends this video. Just to go over everything. I hope I've explained everything in detail. I hope these are the key segments when explaining to our clientels, and I look forward to talking to you guys in person very soon. Thank you.